Hey you guys, welcome back to the Coffee Cream Girl channel. This video is part 2 to the back to school collection that I'm doing on my channel this week. And so I decided to give you guys a makeup tutorial. I haven't done a makeup tutorial in so long because I just felt like I didn't have the quality to do a good makeup tutorial. But today I'm going to show you guys how I achieved this look. It's kind of like an everyday go to class college look. It's really simple, really easy to do, very light, and personally it's my go-to look that I go for whenever I just want to look cute on VR. And the only thing that I really just change is like my lip color depending on what I have on. But yeah, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. If you want to see how I achieved this look, then keep watching. Okay you guys, so I'm going to start off by moisturizing my lips, and then I'm going to prime my face with the Stay Matte by Rimmel. And this has been my primer for over 2 years now, pretty much since I started doing my makeup, and I just really like the formula. It keeps me dry all day. Then I'm going to go in with my Hard Candy eyeshadow primer, and I use just a little bit, and I put that on my eye, and I also kind of coat it through my eyebrow as well. Then I take my Nikki K dark brown pencil, and here you see me going underneath my brow and just creating a really defined line. And then I go on top and do the same thing. And once I have both lines, I just start filling in my brow. And I'm very meticulous to darken the end of my brow because I have very sparse brow hairs towards the end of my brow. And don't worry if the shape isn't just super perfect like some of these YouTube tutorials, because the concealer is going to clean it all up, so it don't even matter. Then I'm going to go in with my spoolie and kind of just brush the hairs off of like the wax. I feel like when you use brow pencils, sometimes that wax makes the hair stay down, so I just use my spoolie to loosen my hairs and make it look a little bit more natural. And then here I'm going in with an angled brush as well as with my MAC Studio Fix Concealer in NW45. And I'm just going to clean up my brow. After I finish cleaning up underneath my brow, I just do the same thing on top to give it a nice clean finish. And then I'm just going to spoolie one more time, and then I use that same brush to apply concealer all over my eyelid because I'm going to use that as a base. And now I'm going in with my Real Techniques. I want to say this is a concealer brush, and I'm just blending it all out underneath my brow onto my lid, smoothing it out on top as well, so it's easier to blend once I put on my BB cream. Then I'm going to use my Hard Candy Fast and Fabulous Translucent Finishing Powder. And I'm going to use that to set that concealer that I just put on my eyelid. Because I don't want the colors that I put on top of this concealer that I use as a base to blend with that. And then I'm using my matte blush palette and this really warm, like reddish brown. It's one of my favorite transition colors that I like to use. And this palette is also going to be in my giveaway. But I'm just putting that above my crease, using it as a transition color. And this is my L blending brush. And now I'm going to use my BH Cosmetics Special Occasions palette, and I'm going to use this like warm tone brown to kind of just deepen the outer V of my eye and just bringing that into the crease. And I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild Vanity palette, and I'm going to use that really chocolate brown to just deepen it a little bit more. And then I'm just going to blend all those colors together one more time, so it's like seamless with that same blush that I used originally. Now I'm using my Coastal Scents Warm palette, and I'm going to use this champagne-y gold color on my lid. And I usually have to do maybe like 2 coats just to make sure I get that pigment that I want. And then I'm going to go in with a clean blending brush and just clean up the crease a little bit and really soften those edges. Now I'm going to use my Black Radiance liner, which I absolutely love because the applicator is like an actual paintbrush, and I just feel like I get a lot more precision with that versus felt tips and like the marker eyeliners. And so I'm just going to create a cat eye. I really do like cat eye like liners. I don't know what I would do. Like, I have to have a wing every day. Like, a wing is just, it's an everyday thing for me. Like, I feel like you should have a wing. And then once I get my wing looking how I want it to look, I just go in with that same angle brush in NW45 matte concealer, and I just clean it up underneath to make sure I have like that perfect line. After that, I put my lashes on, and these are the Demi Wispies from Kiss, and these are like the only lashes that I wear. So if you guys could suggest some good lash brands or like good lash names, the companies and the name of the lash, that would be heavenly, because I've never really just gotten into the whole buying lashes thing. I just wear it like these. I've been wearing these lashes for like 3 years, honestly. Like the same style. I feel like I should step my lash game up. And this is what my eyes look like after I'm done with my eyeshadows. Now I'm going to go in with my Ruby Kisses BB cream. And I'm just going in with my damp beauty blender and just blending that out. I'm going to go back in with that same Hard Candy translucent finishing powder and just a really big fluff brush from Real Techniques, the Metals collection. And I'm just going to set all of my face. I find that in the summer, I'm not really a dewy person, like I'm not oily, but sometimes my face does tend to sweat. So by doing that and setting my BB cream, it all just seems to stay a lot longer. And now I'm going in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. And I'm just highlighting everywhere I want to highlight at. And then I spray my e.l.f. setting spray just to kind of loosen it up, because if you use this product, then you know it gets a little dry if you let it sit. So since I put it all over my face, I just have to kind of re-moisten it. And I'm just blending all of that out. Now I'm going to take my other beauty blender and go in with my CoverGirl's loose powder. And this is in the shade 120. And I'm just going to set underneath my eyes, underneath my cheekbones, my nose. And I pretty much just sit there until I feel like it's a good enough time. And then I go in with my Real Techniques I don't know what type of brush that is actually, but I go in with that brush and I just clean off all the excess powder off of my face. Then I go in with my Black Radiance Cafe setting powder, and I just kind of bring that warmth back into my face. Then I go in with my Black Radiance contour palette. I know you guys are like, dang, she uses Black Radiance, and this is my e.l.f. contour brush, and I just really cut that cheekbone, like really, and I use whatever is left on the sides of my nose. And then I go in with my Real Techniques brush, and I really just blend out that contour. The e.l.f. one is really good for cutting that line, but I feel like I need a round brush to really blend it out. And then I go in with that same palette, I go in with the Sculpt shade, and I just really blend everything together even more. Then I'm going in with that same blush, and I'm using it on my cheeks. And then I'm respraying the e.l.f. setting spray, and then going in with the, I believe it's the L'Oreal Lumi, and I like to apply it while my face is damp so I can really get that highlight to come out. And then I just use my fan brush to blend it out. And then I just go in with whatever product is left on the brush that I use with my Black Radiance Cafe setting powder, and just kind of clean all of that up. And now I'm going in with that same dark brown pencil that I used on my brows to line my lips. And for my lipstick color, I chose Nude Rose by Ruby Kisses, and this is their matte formula, and I think I have like pretty much all of these. And then I go over it with a liquid lipstick called Turkish Rose from the True Matte Nikki K collection, and I just go over that to really make that lipstick matte. And before it dries, I like to blend the liner just a little bit more. I finally get it how I like it looking. Then I just take a little bit of concealer of NW45, and I just clean up my lid. And this is the end look, you guys. I hope that you all enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know what tutorials you all would like to see in the future. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, as well as follow your girl on Twitter and Snapchat. All of the names will be down below in the description. I hope you guys have a great fall semester at whatever university that you attend. You better go out and get that 4.0, girl. I'll see you guys on the next Coffee Cream Girl tutorial. Hey you guys, welcome back to the Coffee Cream channel. Obviously you guys can see that I'm in a completely different space once again. I'm finally somewhat done settling into my dorm here at college.